flow of changing sensations. What does that mean?
Well, let's say your attention is on the breath at the abdomen. You see that it's just like one sensation. It's actually a flow of changing sensations in the rising that are coming and going. There's pressure, there's tension, there's movement. Again, you're not trying to name them, but
You're not trying to name them, because
you're not trying to
I
name
feel like
them.
that would make me crazy.
Yeah, you don't want it makes everyone crazy. So you don't want to try to name them, but you're feeling them. That's where your attention is resting, and so you begin to see a kind of discontinuity, that there's a constantly changing flow of sensation, and the same thing can happen at the nostrils.
And again, the idea is that if you just notice the flow, you're maybe less likely to get lost.
Yeah, I mean, it is more interesting, actually, because there's just a level of intricacy that's been added, or investigation that's been added. So it's more energizing in that way. And it's a good technique to bring in if you're feeling kind of sleepy or low energy, because it will pick up your energy. The more we become aware of the changing flow of sensations with each breath, the more we're tuning in to the universal law of impermanence. We might have thought the breath was just one thing, that in-breath. But when we really look, we noticed a cascade of changing sensations, coming and going. And the same with the out-breath. This becomes the basis for understanding deeply the nature of change. Let's begin the meditation. As you sit and you settle your attention on the feeling of the breath, wherever it's strongest for you, see if you can feel the whole of the in-breath, from the beginning through the middle to the end. And then the whole of the out-breath, from the beginning through the middle to the end. If you're with the breath at the nostrils, you may feel tingling, vibration, warmth, coolness. If at the chest or the abdomen you may feel movement pressure, stretching, release. You don't have to name these things, but feel them. Trying to make your mindfulness as continuous as possible. And what you'll notice is that the in-breath is not just one thing, but is a cascade of changing sensations, coming and going. And so too is the out-breath. If images or sounds or emotions or sensations arise, but they're not strong enough to actually take you away from the feeling of the breath, just let them flow on by. You're breathing. You don't have to follow after these things. You don't have to chase them away. It's just one breath, feeling that flow of sensations. This is likened to seeing a friend in a crowd. You don't have to shove everyone else aside or make them go away. But your interest, your enthusiasm is going, hey, there's my friend. There's the breath. If something arises, whether sensation or emotion, imagery, sound, whatever it is, that is strong enough to take your attention away from the feeling of the breath, that's the moment of letting go and beginning again. Breathing in, you know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know that you're breathing out. Look at how this ordinary activity comes alive as we pay attention in a more continuous way. That one movement of inhaling or the rising of the abdomen. Look at the intricacy of all those component parts, sensations coming and going, arising and passing away. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and reconnect with what's happening around you. This may be a different conceptualization of meditation that brought you to this course. Many times people think of meditation as entering some kind of blissful trance or a certain state that somehow they manage to capture and keep forever. And we're more defining meditation as a skills training where we get more concentrated, we get more mindful, we get more compassionate no matter what is going on. We've come to the end of today's session and we'll continue our practice tomorrow.